Hi, we're Chris and Susan Beesley, and this has just arrived. Well, it arrived a few days ago, in actual fact.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting. We've got a fairly good idea what's in it, but I'm going to open it and show you what's in it. And the story behind this, we'll tell you throughout the video.
Feels like it's my birthday again.
Well, that was only a little while ago, wasn't it? So, here we go. We're in a brown box. Oh, we've got packing note. That's alright. Packing note. Get rid of that. Discard the box. Take off the end. And what have we got?
Wow, I think it says
It's
iPad.
an iPad. It's an iPad. Absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
Always wanted one of these. Haven't been out very long.
They're like gold dust here.
But the biggest benefit about this one, you know what I love about this one most of all?
It's special.
It's very special because we didn't buy it. It's a gift. And it's come all the way from the States. And of course we're in the UK. So there we go. Very quickly.
Wow. It's real.
It's real. How about
our,
that?
Our son is going to be so jealous.
God, so thin, isn't it? Absolutely. Well, this is really going to help us on our quest to improve our internet business, and as we travel to different places of the world, especially in our place in France, it's going to be fantastic. So we'll say thank you to the person who sent it to us in a minute. Now this started because back in April, so
Yeah,
I don't know,
April.
3 or 4 months ago, we were actually in our place in France, and we'd gone out there for a couple of weeks. It was we were doing a week's holiday, which was the last week of the ski season, which is one of our loves, our passions. Yeah, absolutely. So we always ski the last week of the ski season because it's brilliant. And then we were going to go on and stay there, and because the weather's lovely at that time of the year, and do some video and some work on our internet business. So that's what we were doing. So during that second week, we attended a webinar, and I have to say our internet connection out there at that time wasn't that brilliant. So
Speed of an escargot, a snail, definitely.
Absolutely. So we were on a webinar, and the webinar was Rob Hanley and from Your Net Biz and Primo Vacations, and he was announcing the first Your Net Biz and Primo Vacations seminar or summit, top of the world summit, and it was being held in Las Vegas in June. So we were listening to all this, and it got towards the end, and he said, right, okay, if you want to register for this, go to this link, and he gave us an internet link, fill in your details, or if you can't do that, make a phone call, and here's the phone number. Now, he announced that phone number, and all we did was pick up the phone. It was an American phone number, so bear in mind we were in France, so you know, we're in the mountains and the phones aren't the best in the mountains, but anyway. So we just picked up the phone, made the phone call, and registered, and that was it.
It was.
So,
and that's sort of, we don't know why we did it. Well, we do know why we did it, because we're that sort of people. We just do things when we think they're right for us, and we think that they're going to make a big difference to us.
And our business.
And our business, quite obviously. And we just thought, well, we just need to be there, and we just had this feeling that it was going to be really great for us, and it was going to make a big, big difference.
We were going to meet some great
people.
Yeah,
we were going to meet great people, and I don't know, we just felt that this was the right thing for us to do. And yes, it was going to take some planning, and yeah, you know, I'm a mum, Chris is a dad, we've got kids at home with us still, even though they're old enough to have left home. We've got our small family of cats, and we knew that if we were going to go to Las Vegas, we were going to have to take a lot of arrangements, make a lot of arrangements, and
stuff was going to get in the way.
Yeah, and a 10-hour flight from the UK to the States. It's not a jump in the car and just down the road. And
so it's going to cost us some money as well.
Yeah.
But I think what it boiled down to was, you got, I don't know, whatever was on that webinar and whatever was coming over to us, it was one of those things where you had to do it because it was going to be right. You can get some fantastic training, meet some fantastic people. But if we'd have sat and thought about it, we would have been in a situation where we could have easily said, oh well, let's make the arrangements first and then we'll sort it out. And of course, because we were in France, that wasn't going to happen for at least another week, because we were going to have to finione our work and that, and then get in the car and drive
Stuff
home.
was going to get in the way.
It was all going to be all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But none of that happened. We just did it. And because we just did it, that's the reason for this. Okay, because we were in actual fact the first people to register for the Las Vegas
Top of the
World Your Net Beers and Primo Vacation Summit, and it was during Rob's webinar that he said the first people to register would receive one of these.
An iPad.
And lo and behold, Rob, we really do thank you, and
It's
Dave and the whole Your Net
fantastic.
Biz team. Absolutely fantastic. So what this boils down to is things quite often happen, and they happen in sequence, one after the other, when you take action, and you don't need to think about it.
You don't, and I guess coming from where we live, Chris and I, we live in Biggin Hill in Kent, which is not a million miles away, coincidentally, from a place called Chartwell. And Chartwell was where Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister of Great Britain during the World War II, actually lived and worked. He wrote, he painted, but he's most famous for some of the things he said that made a lot of difference in history, and there's been a lot of quotes that have come out to do with action, and probably I think the most important one that always sticks in our mind, and which we actually have pinned up in our office, is that
Absolutely.
continuous action, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. And we live by that. And that's why we do the things that we do when we do them. And action
Absolutely.
is so, so, so important. And I guess the sort of ending to that really is people ask us, well, why do you do these things? And I always say, well, a funny thing happens when you don't act. Absolutely nothing. So
what's coming up now? Okay, I think in the not too distant future, Rob and the Your Net Biz and the Primo Vacations team are going to announce the next summit. Now, we don't know when it is or where it is at the moment, but one thing is for certain, Rob, we will be there, and we would encourage anybody who said to us on our return from Las Vegas, I wish we'd been there, make sure that you're there too.
yeah, take that all important action. It will for sure totally change your life.
So, thanks very much, and we'll
Thank you.
talk to you soon.
Thank you.